All right, well,
And
don't
I just died as soon as the recording
Oop.
started.
wait. How so?
I have Super Mario playing.
Ah, okay. Is that
Have
what
you
I'm
been
hearing in the background?
Have you been playing Super Mario Sunshine?
No.
Actually,
Uh,
actually, Super Mario Sunshine was one of the. Actually, I feel like Super Mario Sunshine was a pretty underrated 3D Mario.
oh,
That is
seriously.
that is a great Sonic. That's a
Oh,
great Mario game.
for real. It's actually like besides Super Mario 64, it is literally my favorite one. Like, and there's
Yeah,
some people who absolutely hate it for some reason. I'm like, it's like the perfect game to play during the summertime.
I'm
Like,
guessing most people just don't like the fun.
that's the
what it
only
is.
thing I can assume. Like,
yeah. Now,
anything else doesn't make sense. You're going on a tropical vacation. You don't want to feel like what it feels like to go on a tropical vacation. What the heck?
and it also had some really fun mechanics too. I do get
Yeah.
like some people were like jabbing in about like, oh, you're just relying on a no form movement, which is FLUDD, the water jetpack and the water's nozzle. But I'm just going like, it honestly was not bad at all. I liked the scenery. I mean, it wasn't as grand as the next one, which was Mario Galaxies, right?
Galaxy, yeah.
Yeah. Personally, though, like I actually I actually preferred a more like forgive the pun, but the more grounded, um,
Yeah,
down to earth setting rather than out in space like that.
I agree. I agree. It feels closer to home.
Yeah.
I
Like I said,
I did enjoy Galaxy's story though.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I did.
They were both fun.
Yeah. The story was good. You know what? Actually, Galaxy kind of reminded me of. It reminded me of Kirby,
Oh.
just flying from
I
one
could
planet to the next.
I
I
could
could
see
see
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, like, yeah, actually, I never actually finished Galaxy. I just, I
It's
just kept replaying Sunshine.
like I said, I replayed Sun. There was a time where like literally every single summer vacation for like maybe 3 or 4 years straight, I just played Super Mario Sunshine from Blockbuster. I rented it for like 2 or 3 weeks straight and just played Super Mario Sunshine for like that summertime, and it was just so fun.
Yeah.
Like it was my summer vacation was playing Super Mario Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can rent it now today as well because you don't own it, technically, by Nintendo standards.
My thirsty.
And I I'm gonna have to turn this back to reality now, as we do have actually a good plethora of topics today, and unfortunately, I think over 50% of them is Nintendo bashing. And
Well, uh-huh.
so,
All
to
right,
our
Nintendo,
audience,
bend over, assume the position.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
they're a multi-million dollar company. I'm sure they can take it and afford it for now. But to our audiences, welcome to Start Select Connect. My name's WarBot-NIX, your host, and these are my co-hosts and close friends, Azure Sandora and EternumBlaze. Where can they find you on the
Eh.
internet? Starting with EternumBlaze today.
Blaze on, guys. This is EternumBlaze. You can catch me on twitch.tv/EternumBlaze. Also my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EternumBlaze. And I'll be posting some videos on both YouTube and Twitch. I'll probably be streaming on Twitch and then posting them on YouTube afterward. And I will be doing that, and we'll be talking more on there. But for now, how about you, Azure?
you all can find my works mostly on FIM Fiction under the username Azure Sandora. I also am going to be working on a couple of stories on Archive of Our Own. I am under the username Genius Gamer Azure Sky there. Once I have stuff posted, I'll have a link up. Don't worry.
Awesome. Awesome. Just make sure you're not confused with Saiyan Sky, otherwise EternumBlaze may have to go after you.
Sand Sky.
Umumusume
That
reference to all those.
smug horse girl.
Yeah. And we will be talking about A Tale of Two Gachas that opened up on June 26th and see where they're at. That'd be Umusume and Persona 5 The Phantom X. Both of them had great potential to succeed. One of them is blowing up and the other one is imploding.
Yeah,
So,
quite literally. It's
yeah.
it may have been the opposite one of what most people expect.
So, yep. So, just a couple things. What has happened in the last 2 weeks since we last joined in? We had the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, which, to be honest, I wasn't as animated or impressed by. There were a few cool titles, but again, I don't see myself getting them right away. And then the rest were ports of existing games that I could already play on Steam. But we will definitely take a few choice picks and go over them. Next, of course, a game that is coming out soon for me, for either PC or Nintendo. Gradius Collection.
Oh, I know how much of a big Gradius fan you are.
Yep. Coming early this month. I think it'll be done while we're at Otakon Eternum. So you may crash into us at Otakon as well if you're going as well. That is a annual anime convention, not sponsored by the way, in
Not
Washington
sponsored.
D.C. Coming this weekend. So if we see us by accident, great. Say hi, say hello. I will be going in as Truck-kun, and you may get isekai'd.
Yeah, I'll be helping with the costume most likely.
I got into.
I sadly won't be able to go this year.
Actually, I had a lot of people cancel in, and that is actually a thing that we do need to talk about. Things are getting pretty tight for a lot of people. And that brings us to our first topic. Things are getting expensive, and Nintendo continues to push that as well. So, as some of you have heard, Nintendo did announce that a lot of their first gen Switch consoles and accessories will be going up in price.
Oh boy.
And also Switch 2 accessories will also be going up in price. So due to economic, geopolitical, whatever, we generally stay out of politics, but they always tend to come in and just smack us in the butt and we have to deal with it, right guys?
That is a thing.
But so as of yesterday, so we are recording on August 4th. As of yesterday, Nintendo's price increases has happened. So, what are we dealing with, guys? Switch OLED going up from $350 to $400. So at that point, you're like, wait, you might as well spend $50 more for Switch 2. You might as well just do that.
Hold on. I need to know, is this for the Switch 2 or the Switch 1?
These are all Switch ones. Yeah.
Wait,
but
the Switch 1 is going to 400?
Yeah, yes. Pretty backwards, huh? Normally, when a new console comes out, the old console falls in price, right?
That's what I would assume.
But they made the new console much more expensive, so they can just go ahead and have that nice leeway of either lowering or raising.
That is the most backwards behind.
Yep.
Holy crud. I'm actually just seeing. I didn't look this up in advance. Holy crud. I did not know that. That is okay. So, all right. So there are excuses. I'm looking at what you're seeing here. the excuse is that the Switch OLED, which is supposedly a screen upgrade, is 400, and then the other one, which was 300, is now 340. But
Correct.
wasn't the other one like 350? You're charging $10 less for the original when the new one is 350.
No, the new one is
Oh,
450.
wait, they've increased it by $100.
Wait, what? Hold on. Time out. Hold on. Switch to MSRP. One moment. Yeah, it's 500. It's been 500.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought, wait, hold on. I thought it was like
Oh, yeah,
something
it's
50.
450. It's 450 for the standard console alone, and then 500 bundled with Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. I remember it was
All right.
50 or something.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so putting it back in perspective, Switch One OLED, I mean, is 400 now. There is
Okay.
almost no
All right.
point in getting the Switch One OLED now.
Oh yeah, for sure. For that
You
much money,
might
you
as
might as
well.
well just buy the Switch 2.
Yeah, and the fun part is that the demand for the Switch 2 is plateaued or normalized because one of my friends
Yeah,
who
they've
got two of them could not resell his second one. No one was buying it.
nobody
Wow.
wants it.
So
Like now, if they had gotten it like in advance and then like resold it like beforehand or something like that, then maybe they could have did it. But yeah, nobody's gonna be buying it now with that kind of price increase.
yeah. Next, standard Switch up from 300 to 340.
Oh,
I
goodness.
mean, whatever, sure. Switch Lite from 200 to 230. I'm like,
It's like why? Like
and then we have the Joy-Cons from 80 to 90.
bro,
They're not even fixed, so enjoy the drift.
enjoy the drift.
Pro controller 70 to 80. To be honest, I can get better controllers from 8-Bit Do for less than that.
Remember how you were complaining about games being $80? Well, now we're gonna increase it by $10 more. Enjoy.
Actually, we're gonna go over that too. NES controllers pack from 60 to 70. Yep. And
Oh my
N64
Lord.
controller 50 to 55. SNES controller from 30 to 35. Okay, those
Oh
are
my
somewhat
Lord.
tolerable. Basically, I'm just losing out on a Starbucks coffee.
Yeah.
Or,
Every penny.
three regular coffees.
Yeah, for every penny they can get out of you. Goodness gracious.
But wait, there's more. Switch 2 owners. You're not safe either.
Of course not.
All right, so Joy-Con charging stands from 30 to 35. Pro controllers 85 to 90. Joy-Con 2s 95 to 100.
Wow.
So you have $50 in each hand. Isn't that exciting, children?
Goodness. Just
Don't drop it, kids.
Fools of money.
And oh yeah, enjoy the drift again as well.
Oh, have they confirmed drift in the new Joy-Cons?
No widespread reports yet. Those initial ones was because people had the motion controls on, so we don't know yet for sure.
Okay.
Give it
All right.
time.
But we will see. We will see in time.
In time.
Yeah. Now, and then the dock set 120 to 125. Actually, I was expecting more for that one, but you know what? $125. I'm not gonna say it's acceptable, but again, I measure things in coffee, so that's 3 regular coffees for me,
How many additional cups of
or
coffee?
two
do I have to give
24-ounce
for this?
coffees from certain places. So, yeah.
How many cups of coffee is unacceptable to you?
Let me see. I would say about over 64 ounces.
Oh god.
Yeah, I have a problem.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
That is a lot of problem. That is a lot of coffee, yes.
I mean, I am supplementing it with gamer subs, which is I think equally actually I think it's probably more unhealthy. If I
Probably.
maybe. Yeah. All right, well, amiibos, you're also not safe.
Not the toys.
$16 legacy amiibos. You're going up to 20.
Oh lord.
$5 more, you become a prize figure from Japan.
Goodness gracious.
And 2-pack amiibos can be 35 or 40, give or take, from 30. And then Alarmo, you're not safe either. You're going. Actually, wait, no.
An
Time out.
alarm
Time out.
clock?
Actually, wait, no. Actually, wait. Hold on. Never mind. You guys are safe. The Alarmo went down in price from 110 to 100. All right,
Are you kidding
guys.
me?
Alarmo.
Are you kidding me?
$10
right
off.
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
For what is this, an alarm clock or something? Of all the things. Did we add all of this so we can take $10 off the alarm clock?
Hey, whatever to reach those sales numbers. You gotta like get your sleep schedule going, and which actually I could use one, but not an Alarmo.
What are these people smoking? What is wrong with you, Nintendo?
Whatever those shrooms they're growing.
Holy crud. I am actually losing it at this. This
Whatever
is nuts.
Whatever they're smoking, I want some of that.
Oh my
I don't know if it's a
Lord.
good idea. But there you go,
This
guys.
is crazy. Like, is the Switch 2 price still the same?
That's remaining the same. I
Okay.
don't think they can put it any higher without a freaking riot.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, not for nothing, but if they did increase the Switch 2 prices, I would be looking real smart for buying it early. Just saying.
Yeah. Speaking of smart moves, let's see how their launch title's doing. Mario Kart Worlds.
Oh
Well,
yeah, definitely.
apparently there is a riot with Mario Kart Worlds right now. They actually kind of made the Mario Kart online community mad.
Oh, how could you mess this up?
So, Mario Kart Online, when you go play, when you are going between courses, you are forced to either choose and vote on a intermittent course. So it's not one of those 3-lap courses. It's like one of those like transit courses where you're just driving from one course to another, right? But
Right.
people don't like them. So the only way they were able to get around that is by hitting random, and random would give them a 3-lap course instead. But then Nintendo's like, no, that's not how you're supposed to play my game. They went ahead and took away random. And it now gives the transit courses, which people did not want to play.
So because people weren't playing the games the places that they wanted to play, they said, no, you're going to play my game my way, not your way.
So, okay, well, so then when the backlash ensued, they said, oh, oopsies. Okay, we did an update. Random now includes the 3-lap courses again at a higher rate. Everyone's like, yay! And then after just a short couple days, I don't even think a day, people realize like, wait, when you say you increase the chances, how much did you increase it by? Well, apparently someone did a test. He found no difference.
No difference.
So it's like 1% probably change. It's like a gotcha. You know, we're gonna raise the rates by 1%.
Well, that's not terrible.
No, it's still not good because people are still encountering the intermission courses, which no one wants to play more often.
I see.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's just
this kind
I
of
just
just yeah.
yeah, it just feels like Nintendo is just doing too much lately. Just they're trying to make gamers like not even customers. It just makes them it just feels almost scummy to me. Like just like you're no longer playing a game. You're simply like it's changing from being a gaming experience to the equivalent of a tour guide where we Nintendo are the tour guides and you must follow our path or else we're telling you to get off the ride. Like
Yeah.
it's like that, and it's just
Yeah,
people
Nintendo
don't
has always
want
been that
that.
amusement. Yeah, Nintendo has always been that amusement park company where like, oh, I want to go to Mario Kart Land. I want to go play some 3D Mario. I want to play some Kirby. But now it's like, yeah, you can get on Mario Kart, but follow the path. Follow this. Like, but I want
Yep.
to get to this first. No.
No.
it's it's like we're taking away all choice. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's our way or you you can't have fun unless we're the ones who dictate the fun. That is
Yep.
not fun.
And guess what's coming in a month or two? The
Oh no.
competitor, Sonic Racing,
You
Ah.
know
Crossworlds.
you know what? It just you know what's wild to me? It's starting to feel like, since Sonic is still, obviously associated with Sega, even though, Sega is now part of Nintendo, it's starting to feel like Nintendo is doing what Sega used to do, where it
Mm-hmm.
started to feel like Sega was trying to dictate to everyone what you should, you must enjoy us more than anything else because we said so. And
Yep.
then Nintendo was just have fun and do what you want.
Yep.
That's kind of what made Nintendo, to me anyway, win the console war. And now Nintendo is making the same mistake that Sega made. And Sega
Mm-hmm.
seems to be making games that are fun and intended to reach out to the players versus the company.
Except for
It's
one major
wild.
title that we're going to talk about later today.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. Uh well, it's the one we discussed before the chat, but we will get into it. Now, some amazing news coming out of the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So,
Yes.
it's kind of weird. It's actually a two-stage launch. It's going to launch digitally first for all platforms, including Switch 2. But the physical release will be later in early 2026. But here's the cool part: if you wait, as a Switch 2 owner, if you from what I understand, is if you buy the physical version, it will include the upgrade pack.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
for free?
Let me see here. This version will be coming after initial launch. If you decide to pick up the Switch version first and then move over, it'll be possible with the upgrade pack. It will cost $10 with that pack. Content and progress will carry over for Switch 2. Now, if you buy the Switch 1 version. If you buy the Switch 2 version, it actually will come with the upgrade already.
Oh, okay. All
Hmm.
right. Well, for me, since I have a Switch 2, I'll just
Yep.
buy the Switch
And
2.
it is not a game key card. The full game will be on the cartridge.
It's just
Yay.
Sega is doing what Nintendo
And
don't.
you know what else they're doing that actually blew my mind?
What's that?
Beyblade collab.
Oh.
They're
They're
doing
just reaching out to all the
Beyblade.
nostalgia.
So
Just
don't
all
worry,
the
your
nostalgia.
cards are not turning into spinning tops of death. It's actually these are stickers from Beyblade X that you can put on your cart. So it's just like racing today with sponsors. You can put whatever you want on it. Sponsored by
Wow.
Beyblade.
That is hilarious.
Yep.
That's adorable.
Wow, look at Sega, remembering when video games are fun.
Yes, yes. But also Sega in another corner has been making some minor mistakes. And
Oh boy.
it's not Persona 5, the Phantom X. We'll get to that later. It's
Yeah.
Persona 3 Reload Switch 2.
Wait, Persona 3. Well, that's Atlas, right? That's not.
It's under Sega.
Atlas
Atlas
is
is under
owned by
Sega.
Sega. Yeah, they're under Sega now.
Okay. Well, I would look more so think to this because like the main company that creates it is Atlas. They can't control all of their, you know,
Well, they're the parent
IPs.
company. They're in a desk that's like a bigger desk. So I'd say if they wanted to make it right, they can do it. But
Yeah.
here is the criticism. So what's happening is Persona 3 Reload, great remake by in all intents and purposes, is going to be released on the Switch 2. This was announced actually at their Nintendo Direct showcase, third-party showcase. Now, there's a $90 premium edition. Now, the context is that Reload has been out for over a year and 8 months now. I mean, sorry, it's been over. So no, it'll be out for over a year. I don't, and but by the time it comes out, it'll be a year and 8 months. There's a premium
Right.
edition for $90. It
Okay.
does not include the $35 expansion that you have to buy.
Okay. Do you save any money? I guess like $5
Nope,
or something like that.
nope,
No.
nope.
So why would you
So it's so
ever
it's just
buy?
so it's just $90 straight for the base game, none of the extra stuff.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So I'm confused here. So the original one for Switch is $80, I'm assuming?
Let's read. So, one of the most anticipated reveals going into Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase was that Atlas would finally announce its 2024 JRPG remake, Persona 3 Reload, would be coming to Switch 2 after skipping the original Switch last year. In addition, hopes were high that Sega had learned its lesson after Sonic Racing Crossroads was confirmed to not be on a game key card. However, in this case, it will be on a game key card. Well, let me see here. A Sega rep has confirmed that confirmed to Games Radar Plus that Persona 3 Reload's physical release on Switch 2 will be released on a game keycard. This was also spun on Japanese retailer by Twitter, etc., etc. And the responses to it are, mixed. And let me see here. What brings us to the other part? Here we go. Sega has also confirmed that Persona 3 Reload Expansion Pass, featuring the episode Aegis DLC, will be available at launch. You can currently pre-order Persona 3 Reload on the Nintendo eShop with a $9 digital premium edition that comes with a game, digital soundtrack, art book, and a selection of character costumes, but no mention of the expansion pass. So basically,
Wow.
you're paying $90 for all these extra digital goodies, which I actually don't even know how you're getting. Like, the music I can listen to anywhere else.
Yeah, I
But we're
know
not getting the expansion pass.
that doesn't even sound attractive. Like
No. No. I honestly, like, I would have, because I'm a PC gamer, I would already have a better experience getting it on PC. And I've seen this game with expansion pass go on sale for $50 already last year.
I mean, I still have it on PS5.
Yeah. So there's just no point in
Like
getting this.
I was gonna say there's literally no point in me getting this if it's the same. Not only is it not the full game on the cons on the release, but I don't even get episode Aegis, and I'm
Nope.
still paying more for it.
Yep.
What is
Yeah,
wrong with you, Nintendo?
that's the part I was wondering. Like, okay, do we at least get episode I guess? No, we don't.
That's what people wanted the most. Like if it at least came with episode Aegis from the start, I would probably consider getting it. But
Yeah.
no, to skin Flint out on even giving that? Oh my god. Here's
Yep.
a quick
Hmm.
now I don't know if you well, unfortunately, I don't know if you've heard anything about these reviews. I was actually wondering if you've heard anything about reviews of playing on the game key cards versus the actual just like the full game released one, because I know there was an issue with like Kingdom Hearts where it had to be like played online. Um and there was some issues with that. Uh
Oh,
is there anything
an online always online requirement.
yeah,
So Nintendo has said that all of their games don't require that, but they never said third party. So if third party requires it, I wouldn't put it past Square Enix to do that.
yeah, if
Um,
yeah, because I was gonna say if that is the case and that ends up becoming an issue, like in terms of playing these kinds of games, like these more powerful games on your Switch 2, and it having some kind of issues where it's like longer load times or like glitches or anything like that, automatically no one is gonna buy those games. Like
yep.
if people start hearing about that, or if something like that is an issue, forget it. Nobody's buying those. Like, why would I ever play it on there? I'll just buy it on PS5 or on PC or with Steam. Like,
Yeah. Like I'd rather get it on Steam. One, I can play it on my Steam Deck. Like
Hmm.
that Steam Deck, I can get a bigger library that I can sync up with everything I do on my PC. And yeah, I don't see a point in getting a Switch 2 still.
yeah,
So
like I said,
yeah.
besides being able to play, Nintendo exclusives, which right now there's not a lot of standout Nintendo exclusives.
I
Like,
hear good things about that Donkey Kong game.
I've
Yeah.
seen people play it. It does look fun. So
Yeah.
there's at least some. And of
And
course we still have the Samus one.
yeah, and it
I think coming
also
out.
yeah, and oh, speaking of Metroid 4, there are rumors of a delay.
Oh no.
However,
Not again.
Nintendo did reply saying they are committed to a 2025 release,
Hey, could be worse. Could be waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6.
which also got
Oh.
delayed to September.
Oh goodness.
So, yeah. I love how that football is just being passed over and over, and everyone who's trying to release games is like, when are you releasing so I know when to release my game 6 months away from you?
Yeah. I just like, oh man, it's just drop it on somebody as soon as like that would be like the most rude move, just to just drop it on like randomly. Hey, now here's GTA 6 now.
I mean,
Everybody's just gonna be like, shh.
at this point, we'll get Ananta faster.
Yeah, oh man. I'll
Yeah,
take anime GTA any day of the week, right about.
yeah. I don't think I can take another gotcha slash like open world game right now. And but yeah, and then speaking of gotcha games, Sega is also not doing so well in that area. It's time to move on to the Tale of Two
Talk
Gotchas that
about
released on June
Oh
26th.
man.
So we're going to go from Persona 3 to Persona 5 The Phantom X. Congratulations, you have now achieved mostly negative
Mostly
reviews.
negative reviews.
And there you go.
Oh
Confirmation Atlas,
man.
Sega, Perfect World, Sega, Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
So, why is this happening? Well, as you all know, Persona 5 and Uma Musume both released at the same time.
The
Both of
same
them
time.
did the same thing. They're accelerating content so they can catch up with their Japanese/Asian versions. However,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I
on.
was gonna say specifically Chinese in regards to Persona 5: The Phantom X, but yeah.
Yes. So, however, one company is jipping global, and the other is just pumping global with goodies. And we can all guess which one is pumping global with goodies.
Yeah.
Uma Musume. And I can
Yeah.
attest, as someone who's been playing that game for almost 24/7, give or take. Don't, no judge, please. Yes, we have been getting regular injections of 10 rolls, SSR tickets. It's been great. And to be honest,
Glorious.
meanwhile, Persona 5, and I'm going to read from this great review who has actually summed everything up perfectly.
Oh boy, here
From
we
the reviewer
go.
Yellow, I'm just gonna actually give this helpful yes. Oh wait, it must be logged in. All right, we'll do that later. So, Western players are getting treated like trash compared to the original version. They're releasing characters even faster for us to attempt to catch up, but somehow giving us less currency to compensate for that rather than more.
Oh boy.
They get 100 gems. So Western players get 100 gems per patch, whereas China gets 300. Westerns do not get codes to redeem. China gets meh. We get a login event for 7 weapon banner pulls, which is the game and cheaper than character pulls, whereas China gets 10 main character pulls. So yeah. Also China gets free copy of Marianne and her weapon. Western players do not.
That is just messed up.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Atlas, if you hate us this much, you can just say it. You don't need to be passive aggressive about it.
yeah. Well, here's my criticism. The reason why I was turned off by this game in concept is when me and Eternum were going over it during that trailer, it's like I don't see the reason why this needed to be a gacha game.
Yeah, it really does kind of feel like just a regular Persona. It should have just been a sequel.
A spin-off,
Or
yeah.
a spin, or actually, yeah, more so a spin-off.
I mean, it
really.
is a spin-off.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is a
that
spin-off. Yeah.
you really didn't have to do this. Like everything in here felt like a single player experience, just minus the gacha mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if this had just been a spin-off, everyone would have bought this. I mean, I guess yeah, absolutely. I guess I get the fact that if you advertise a game for, in terms of gacha, you're going to make a lot more money than just a one-time purchase release, which I get, but at the same time, just was it worth all of this just
Or at least
bad
make it make
publicity?
sense. Or make it make
Yeah.
sense. Like I get it if gotcha for skins and stuff. That's actually how Azure Lane's making money. They're just putting out skins
Yeah,
at this point.
make it limited, make it so it's not so just scummy. You have to buy. I think you're gotching for characters, which could be an
Characters
essential
and
part,
weapons.
and weapons, which is essential for gameplay.
Yeah. Now,
like
yeah. So, and Uma Musume, yes, you're doing the same thing. You have to gotcha for support cards and characters. But Uma Musume, the thing is though, and there was an article that really sums it up best, is that I don't feel pressured or left out when I'm playing this game.
yeah,
We were given a choice to pick the character we wanted.
yeah,
Day one. And then we're getting consistent injections of equivalent of 10 rolls, SSR tickets, and honestly, because it's a roguelike, you like the gameplay, you just keep playing and playing and playing, and you know, it's just one of those things where like you don't feel like you're missing out on anything.
Yeah, and I believe you mentioned to me before that a lot of the characters that you get in like the special banners are also transferred pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken, to the like the regular banner, like the
Right away. Yep.
yeah,
So yeah, so like a lot of the characters we're getting will be transferred to the regular banner once they're done
yeah. So
into the
with
pool.
that, yeah, with that, you would never feel left out, even if you didn't get it at that specific time. They were talking about 6 months before a character is added to the regular banner. That's insane.
Yeah, I
And
think
I do not believe that was the case originally in the original version.
I don't
Like
think
it was
so
not that
either.
long.
Yeah.
So
I
this
believe it's
is
immediate because like um because horse racing itself is a very like prestigious like sport and affair in Japan. So yeah, Side Games did a really good job in making sure that, you know, the legacy is honored. And I mean, there are a couple of missteps here and there. I do admit the accelerated banners and stuff is a little bit annoying. But to be fair though, like I already got the characters I want. I'm not
same.
pressured. The only reason why I'm actually rolling is for goddess statues. And that's a currency.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Yep.
mean you'll get it eventually.
Yep. So Sega is currently doing very bipolar things. On one hand, things are looking great for Sonic Racing. On the other hand, under the Atlas banner, not so much.
Yeah, I really do feel like there is something going on with like the individual companies. I mean, yes, Sega is the big umbrella company, but I do feel like these like the other companies there is something going on in with the individual companies that are under them that are causing a lot of this drama.
Hmm.
And I think it's separate on each company.
You mean,
Um
oh, you like separate under each studio developer?
yeah, developer, yeah. Um
Well, that's the weird thing because the publisher is still Sega at the end of the day. Now, there is a slight difference here is that Persona 5 is also being co-developed by Perfect World, which is known for its not so great monetization.
that's where I was going with that. Like I think it's some of the developers are, have a different mindset than the overall mindset of Sega. But because they do have to honor them as the creators, the developers,
Hmm.
it's what's causing a lot of this drama for lack of better terms. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Now,
I don't yeah, I don't know why they're doing it like this, but they clearly don't have the gamer in mind, in my opinion, at least in terms of Persona 5 the Phantom X.
yeah. And a friend of mine actually pointed out something interesting. And let me know if you feel like this also contributed to the initial launches of these two items.
Mhm.
Persona 5, how long has that been out? Like just the original version?
Oh my goodness.
That
I'm gonna
the
have to
first
look
that
that one
one,
up.
the original Persona
It's
5 came out in 2017.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um so one of my friends pointed out at this point, count how many spin-off games has been. I'm like, "Oh,
It's been quite a few.
Tactica, Strikers, and then of course we have the original version
Royal.
of Royale." And I was like, "Oh, that's
Oh, oh,
a
oh, oh, and add in Q2, which was for the DS, the 3DS.
yeah." So basically, Persona 5 was already entering like its milking stage. Basically,
It's
they're
been
putting
milk high heavens.
yeah, like Joker's been in Smash. Joker's
Yeah,
now
then
in
Smash.
Kart.
He's a
Um
super boss in Persona 3
yeah.
Reload.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Spoilers.
this title is starting to sunset. Meanwhile, Uma Musume is coming from obscurity, and then it became an intrigue, and then it had a successful anime, and then they released it right at the end of that successful anime.
And the memes were glorious.
So we had one brand we had one brand that was entering its sunset, whereas we had another brand that was still ramping up.
Yeah.
So I'd say that Persona 5 needs to do some really deep, like
What we
deep.
need to what we need to do, in my opinion, is we need
I'm
to
pretty
move on from Persona 5.
I was gonna say the same thing. At this point, either one of two scenarios. Either focus more on Persona, obviously because they're going to be making a remake for Persona 4 soon,
Yep.
and of course they're still working on Persona 6.
Well,
At
that we don't know like how far if they even entered production for that. I feel like they're still in the pre-production, from what I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know they're definitely still build. I think if I remembered from the creator notes, I think they said they pre-production started about a year after Persona 5. So I think they are probably pretty soon to release Persona 6 within about a year, possibly two. Um, but
I believe the rumor
sorry, Persona
was
6. Persona 6.
yeah, Persona 6. I believe it was rumored 2027 when we last talked about it, but we
Yeah, and then
still don't know.
yeah, and Persona 4 I think was a year after that, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's the other way around. Persona 4R is slated for 2026.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Potentially. Not set in stone, but potentially.
Okay. Okay.
I say then focus either on Persona 4R or start milking Metaphor Refantasio for all it's worth.
I know you would like that, Azure.
Oh.
Honestly, no, I wouldn't. I would actually hate that.
Oh.
But I'm
Let's
thinking about it from the perspective of this is what Atlas does. So there we go.
let's just try to keep
Yeah.
that as sacred as possible.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Honestly though, I'm gonna say if there was one Persona 5 game, like I would have been actually okay with them milking something that was consistent with the previous games. So as an example, I mean, yes, they did actually, and I don't know if it was on that list or not, but they did have the Persona 5 dancing game, which they also had the Persona 3 dancing game alongside it. What was it? Dancing in Starlight versus Dancing in Moonlight.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
was so if you're gonna do milking, make it formulaic, Atlas. Like at least make it consistent. So if you're gonna do the dancing games, the next one should be similar to what you did with Persona 4, a fighting game. Where's that,
I
Atlas?
am very shocked we didn't get a fighting
Like
game with
we
the
never
five.
got a fighting game. I would have been
Uh,
so hyped for that.
honestly,
Like
I don't know about that one because
I
there was a
mhm.
reason. There was a reason why they went to Arxis for Persona what was the game
Persona
called again?
4
4.
Arena.
Persona
For
4
Arena.
yeah.
Because they wanted to continue the story in a fighting game format with both of those franchise with both sets of characters.
Yeah.
Which honestly does make sense. Persona 5 though, the thing is though, like I would have been open to it, but they kept releasing all these random spin-offs
Yeah.
that I'm like, just move on.
Yeah, I mean the only one that I'm still playing it. I unfortunately I don't know why. It just for some reason I just never picked it up again. But the only one that was the legitimate sequel was Persona 5 Strikers.
Yeah.
Like that was a legitimate sequel. But like and in all honesty, they could have, and I sadly I never finished the game, so I don't know how it goes. You know, whether it is truly the end of it or not. But if you had something along that line where it was expanding the story or even going into some other category akin to that, like that made sense. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
not just something to be there, like with like Persona 5 like Tactica. And I hate to say it, although I do like the Etrian Odyssey like games, the Persona Q games, like there was no need for that to exist.
No.
Like
It had good music at least.
it does. Like that's the one thing that I'm always happy about the Persona games. No matter what, even the cop out games have excellent music.
Yep.
I
But
actually was curious about the Persona Q games, if they were any good.
oh yeah, the original Persona Q1 was fantastic. It was super fun. I
Okay.
played Q2, which was the combination of all the Persona 3, 4, and 5 essentially. Um, I didn't finish it, but I will say for what it was really fun, and I enjoy it specifically because it actually allows you to interact with the individual characters more. Like
Mhm.
you actually get to hear you know, the main character of Persona, like in Persona Q2, you actually got to see what happened to the characters from Persona 3 after what happened to them in Persona 3, essentially. Like you actually saw, I think if I'm not mistaken, what happened to the female protagonist after the events of Persona 3, which was really interesting. Um
Okay.
and so like I said, I enjoyed Q2 a lot. Like, but I'll be honest with you, I have not touched Tactica at all.
I
It just
bought I bought
feels,
yeah, I know what you
yeah,
mean. Because I
it
bought
just feels like a
Tactica.
cash grab. Mhm.
I bought Tactica when it came out, and I remember I played it one time, and then I asked myself, what point is what's the point of this game? Why does this
Yeah,
game exist? I mean, Strikers, that one, like we said,
direct
that one
sequel.
felt like an actual sequel to Persona 5.
Yeah,
Tactica, honestly, it didn't even feel like I was playing a Persona game. It just felt like I was playing a generic strategy game.
I was gonna say, did it feel like you were playing? It didn't feel like you were playing a Persona game. It felt like you were playing a game with Persona characters. Is that how it was?
Yes,
There
yes.
you go.
I was playing a
It's
game with Persona characters.
and I see this came out 2 years ago. Yeah, it's still holding on to that price tag of 60 or $80 right now. Uh, with Tactica anyway. I mean, art style wise, it looks fun.
It still is
Yeah,
Persona,
but
so they're gonna make it look good for sure.
yeah, like
And
art wise and
I'm
aesthetics.
sure the themes are probably really good too.
Yeah. Although to be fair though, they're in that weird like art style where like they're like half chibi, half not. Like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Tales of Symphonia cartoonish wise. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but take a pick, chibi or non-chibi, please.
Yeah. Now mind you, the excuse for doing that in Persona Q2 was the fact that the Persona Q series is it's a handheld. It's a handheld game.
Not
It's
only
not a
that, but
console game.
the Persona Q games are based off of the Etrian Odyssey series,
So they
and
want to,
that
yeah.
yeah, that style, those chibi styles are closer to what the Etrian Odyssey characters look like.
All right, fair
That too.
enough.
So it made sense. Like I said, and but the most important, this is the most important question I want to ask. And since you've played Tactica a little bit, I just want to
Mhm.
ask you this, Azure. Like, did it what was, and this is spoilers, and I'm fine with being spoiled, but when you played Tactica, did you under like does the story say like where this fits in the timeline? Like is this like because that's the thing. If it doesn't fit in the timeline, what's the point of it?
I think it takes place like somewhere in the middle of the main game.
Like,
Like
is
on
it
like
like
a random, hold on, I'm just gonna look it up.
yeah?
I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. So,
Hmm. And also, while you guys were talking, I did decide to take a gander at the review graph. It looks like
Yeah.
majority of the negative reviews came in on July 10th.
That must have
So
been one of that.
yeah, I don't know what the heck happened, but it's just not great.
Yeah, like I said, as you mentioned before, I really do think it's just the fact that they've been favoring the previous server over the global server. Which I don't know
Yeah.
why they're doing that, but that I think is just the issue. If they just correct that and just start, you know, giving the same treatment to the global server that they did the original one, like all of this goes away. That's
I,
it.
by the way, I actually do have when Persona 5 Tactica came out.
All right,
Yes.
go ahead.
Persona, or not when it came out, but where it takes place. Persona 5
Yes.
Tactica takes place after the events of Persona 5 and Persona 5's third semester, but before the third year students' graduation. So basically, it takes place after Joker was released, but
Hmm.
before the Shujin Academy graduation.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's that in between period, basically after the main events of Persona 5,
Hmm.
like the majority of this, like but before Joker actually left. But
Yeah,
um but
but after he shot God in the face.
yes.
Oh boy.
Spoilers, but yes.
All right. Do I? Okay. I bet. I guess I can start. I gotta start working on a spoiler warning graphic now.
Spoilers. Yeah. But yes,
uh,
that was a thing that happened.
Hey, they
oh
don't know
boy.
exactly what that means. They don't know exactly how he does it. I
I
can
mean,
figure
pretty
it
much
out.
a lot of JRPGs are like going up against the god of that world. So
Yeah.
Every JRPG ends with you having to kill God.
Essentially.
No, that's actually a thing in Japan. There's a reason in their
Oh,
culture even why they actually do that.
except for Uma
I remember
Musume.
hearing that. Oh yeah, thank goodness. Oh boy.
Well, actually, people
What-
like,
what-
people are interested.
Erasing it.
Like, yeah. Well, the thing is though, people are interested. Are who are the three goddess horses?
We're gonna outrace the goddess horses at the end of the series. I'm calling it now. The three goddesses will be gotcha. Somehow it will be possible to pull them, and they will be OPAF.
Ay, ay, ay. All right, all right. Well, speaking of JRPGs, let's keep going on here. Yeah. So Sega is doing interesting things. We'll see where they go. We'll do a checkup on them, and we'll go
Yes.
from there. Next, let's move on to our last company, who's actually doing something nice. So,
Ooh.
amongst the doom and gloom of Switch 2 things, Final Fantasy Tactics remakes.
Hmm.
September
Yeah.
30th release.
Huh.
Great. You're welcome
I
to
have
pre-order it.
Yeah.
And
Oh wait. Yeah. This is a remake of the original Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah.
yep.
Yeah, like I actually know
And
that series was I never played it myself, but I did hear a lot of good things about it.
yep.
Same.
And looks like Amazon is getting an exclusive version for $50. So go ahead and head over there if you want to pick it up. Now here's the cool part is that no matter which version you buy, Switch 1 or 2, it's a free upgrade.
Ooh.
No
For
$10 up.
free?
It's a free upgrade.
For free?
Yeah. Nani? Yep. So a little bit of silver lining right now. So a lot of companies do have the choice. Do they want to charge that $10 upgrade or not? Or in this case, Nintendo, $20, $30 upgrade, God forbid. So
Goodness.
so just want to end this on actually at least a bit of a high note. Final Fantasy Tactics, which is not a Nintendo thing, it's more of a Square Enix decides to be great. But this is a remake. This is an older game. So, you know,
Yes.
let everyone have fun and experience it. And I'm sure this is like a build up to honestly, I think this is more of like a way to see if Final Fantasy Tactics people are still interested in it. If I think this game does well, they may continue it again.
You know what? Actually, alongside the Final Fantasy Tactics being kind of a side, like I guess you could call it like a side franchise to Final Fantasy, like the main fantasy games, Final
Mhm.
Fantasy games, like the numbered ones. Like, and I know they did actually create a port of the one I'm thinking of here. What was it? Final Fantasy um, it was the one they made it just recent. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Um, it was the one featuring a Crystal Chronicles. That's what it was. Crystal Chronicles.
Uh
Like
yeah.
if they
That
made a
needs a remake. That needs a
y-
remake.
I was gonna say if that had a remake with like improved like gameplay features, oh my god, that would be fantastic. I mean, they just what is it called? It wasn't like an improved port essentially.
It was
That's what
more
they
of a
made.
remaster.
A
Yeah, they did a
remaster.
remaster,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fair, but I've heard so many good things about Crystal Chronicles that I feel like it definitely deserves a glow up.
If I
It
remember
does.
correctly, that was probably I think that was one of my favorite games on the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, it was so much fun. Like, I mean, here and this is actually the like the thing I loved about it was the fact that there was very little hand holding in the game. Like, I mean, obviously if they make a remake, they'll probably handhold a little bit, but like it was the story was more so not only was it super dark actually for a Nintendo game, but also you had to figure everything out. And there
It
was
may have been a Nintendo exclusive, but it was still developed by Square Enix. They can go as dark as they need to.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, it was the thing that made it so like not only was it, interesting just in general, but also the fact that you can play it with friends and it fit like this it seamlessly goes with the story regardless of if you're playing by yourself or with friends is one of the things I really enjoyed about
I
the game.
completely forgot you could play with friends.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, the
That
Oh
was
whole
made a
wow.
story.
lot.
Yeah.
You can play the whole story with friends.
Kind of like
And
Tales of Symphonia. Everyone just grab a character.
yeah, and it's not like Tales of games, you have to kind of like go through a little bit of story sometimes before you have enough. Like if you have like a team of four, you have to go through like you have to get all the characters before
You
you
have to get through Act
Uh,
1.
Act One with
Because because by the time you like on your way to Act 1 when you get like towards the end of Act 1, some of those characters don't stick around your party until Act 2. Like sticks around
yeah.
because like, oh no, Colette is missing. Oh no, Kratos is missing. Oh no, she went off to do her thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but with Crystal Chronicles, it's from the start to the finish. You have a full part.
Yep.
And it's completely part of the story.
That's good to hear.
And like I said, not only that, it's like super fun gameplay, but it's actually kind of it's tough. Like the game is not it actually feels like you don't have all the resources that you need perfectly, but it's enough if you guys work together to get by.
I just
And
realized this would make a great gotcha game.
oh, oh, you mean like Crystal Chronicles?
Everyone gets to create their own Crystal Chronicles characters and work together to do their thing, and the gotcha is getting the specific items.
Oh yeah, yeah. They did have like different
Let's not do that.
outfits and stuff like that too. Yeah.
Let's not do that.
They-
let's not,
yeah.
please.
Yeah, and although the character customization was very limited, it was still enough to like really have your own individualized character.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like
mean, it's
every
I think it's just the limitations of the console itself, as well as like there wasn't really a need to go all out either.
Yeah, yeah. So they had, if I remember correctly, four different races, and each race had four different versions of male and female versions of the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty standard.
yeah.
All right.
So everybody, no matter what, and since it was four game players specifically, it would essentially always have, four different versions of a character.
Yeah.
And also each character had their own special talents. Like each race had their own
Yeah,
specific
yeah,
talents.
had racial benefits, features, and traits. But all
Yeah.
right
So,
then. Well,
oh yeah, really
yeah.
would love a remake of that.
Yep. All right then. Well, that's pretty much that's pretty much a lot of the big headlines that came up. Now, we're not going to get to the very serious headline that I'm sure that I will talk about on my own channel. That's regarding um adult games being hidden and delisted from Steam and other places.
Ah,
That would be
yes.
something that goes a little bit beyond our scope here. But definitely check out my channel. I'll be talking about that at WarBot-NIX Topics this coming week. But we are running low on time, so let's go ahead. We'll just pick out 3 items from the Nintendo Direct. As I mentioned before, I don't remember if I mentioned on the recording or not. I honestly was not as impressed with this partner showcase. There were a lot of games that honestly is like, yay, I guess. Why does that have to be this long
Mm.
of a trailer? So, but we're gonna go through it really quickly. One of them is Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Hmm.
Actually, has any of you guys played Monster Hunter Stories?
No.
No,
Okay. It's definitely worth checking out, but let's go ahead and do that. Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Mm,
I can hear.
yep. Same.
So, Monster Hunter Stories is basically like the JRPG version within a Monster Hunter like universe.
Hmm.
Mm.
And they've pretty much like left the chibi like sort of like look now.
Yeah, it looks fully like 3D ish.
Yep.
They're dragon riders now.
The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home. But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of war.
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
The Los Rider.
have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
We can't afford not to go. Ratha! But it won't be for long.
I'm not
Monster
gonna lie,
Hunter
that
Stories
does look
3
really
Twisted
good.
Reflection.
Hear them. Two sounds.
Twins?
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's.
Well, I will say that sounds interesting.
It looks like that could be an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that you guys might find that interesting since we're all JRPG lovers here.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks like a lot of
So,
fun.
yeah. To be honest though, I've never engaged in Monster Hunter Stories. But this trailer did intrigue me and I think it was pretty good. I don't know, again, it's not a system seller for me.
Yeah,
So,
no,
only-
definitely.
I've only ever played one Monster Hunter game, and that's Monster Hunter World.
yep.
Yeah, I was never that into Monster Hunter, to be honest.
Oddly, though, even though I can't get into Monster Hunter, I love God Eater, which is weird because they're practically the exact
They're
same
practically the
game.
same.
Okay, no, I'm insulted, and I think Monster Hunter players would also be insulted. No, God Eater is his own thing. God Eater has deviated enough where, yes, it is technically a monster hunting genre, but it's definitely got its own setting. It's got its own story. It's got its own thing, own
See,
like
I
style.
I get that, but I'm talking about even back when the first one was on the PSP, and it was still basically Monster Hunter, but in post-apocalyptic anime, edgy anime.
Yes,
I still loved that game more than Monster Hunter, even though they were pretty much the same game.
Alyssa's
I
still
don't
number
know
one
what it
player
did
for me.
differently.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I do hope to see more God Eater in the future. There was a God Eater online game. I don't know where it's at now these days. It was a Japan only game, so I was like, yep. But anyway, let's move on, or let's roll on over to this one.
Roll on over.
Don't.
Let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games. Let the good times roll.
Oh, everybody wants a curse today, don't they?
Oh man,
Katamari's back.
Katamari's back, baby. Water ball? Oh my goodness. They got. Oh wow, they even have like special stuff. What?
Oh boy. Oh. Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Some of those are really iconic.
Roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
That game could be really fun.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean I love Katamari. It was one of those like fun little like games that I played way back in the day to just chill, you know?
Yeah, it's a really chill game, and I
Yeah.
like and the fact that you could do this with friends. Oh, that could be really interesting.
I
Yep.
have never played one of those games before.
Highly
It's
recommended.
it's a really like meme-ish game, but it's really fun.
And back in the
Like
day it wasn't even a meme. It was just one of those things you're just like, this is silly, but within like it's like a toy.
oh yeah, and the music was really really good too.
Yes, the music was good.
Like the
All right.
music is what really sells it, like the gameplay.
Yep. All right. And then next, we already talked about Persona 3 Reloaded. We're not gonna rehash that. Let's see. Let's do Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
To be honest though, like the Warrior series, like just looks so good on Switch 1, and now it's on Switch 2. Like I have to say, I am pretty interested, but again, not a system seller for me. Ghidorah, is that you?
Hmm. Oh, wait, this is what Zelda was doing in the past all this time?
Yeah. Same with Hyrule Warriors 1.
Huh.
Yeah, this is what happened before Link had to be, was reawakened. Yep.
Hmm.
The dark times.
The dark time.
I'm sure people who are more into Hyrule lore can tell us what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As someone who played damn near every Legend of Zelda, nope.
Okay. I mean, if you don't know, I'm not going to question it. So, yeah, so those were the 3 highlights, in my opinion, for Nintendo Direct for me. The rest was Just Dance, meh. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, seen that before. Plants vs. Zombies, EA Sports. Apex Legends. Yeah, so basically just a bunch of ports from games I already know about. The last 2 games, and this will be our last thing for our podcast tonight, is the Square Enix games that they announced. All right, ready?
Mhm.
To pass through that door is to pass through time. To travel a road spanning centuries. From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life in HD 2D.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this.
Overrun by beast tribe.
What?
Wait,
Beast
what?
Tribes.
No, what is that place called?
Okay, come on.
Wait. Hold on. I was like, wait, if you just changed, it's like, it just say Philadelphia. What are you kidding?
I guess this is what this is the fantasy version of the city of brotherly love.
Just change the letters down. Isn't it just Philadelphia? Wow.
I wasn't
Philly
even paying
fans.
attention the first time I was watching this. I was not. I was so zoned out by now.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Somebody must have not have had a great time in Philly.
Or did have a good time.
It's a
And
jungle out.
I'm guessing these are just all chicken cheesesteaks brought to life.
Oh my god, yes. Oh man. Oh,
All right.
that's wild. That is wild.
All right, let's keep going.
Overrun by beast tribes. A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins is discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger is what
Red Mage.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
Cute.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike. Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar.
This feels like Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it gives
Okay,
a
now it's Zelda.
final.
But that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all
I'll say like Final Fantasy
playstyle.
what is that, 3 or 6 vibes a little bit too?
This, I'm sorry, I'm seeing too much Legend of Zelda.
This is very Zelda-like.
I mean it is. I mean you got a fairy for
Hey, listen.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a useful Navi. Okay.
A useful heavy.
Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years. Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next year. After today's
Perfect.
presentation, a debut demo will
Now,
be available.
now remake your other time travel story, Square Enix.
You're talking
Chrono
about
Trigger.
Chrono? Yep.
They're doing their best to avoid making Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Those are iconic
Yeah.
series.
Just give us Chrono Trigger now, damn it.
10 years later. Moving on.
Maybe,
All right.
I don't know. I feel like we'll get that before we get Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, most likely,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if they announced the price for Adventures of Elliot. It did not feel like a $80 or $70 game to me.
Yeah,
That
it
feels
had more
like
classic style.
I'd say
feels more
School.
60.
I'd say 50 to 60.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it has to be a 50 to 60.
Yep. All right, last one.
In the beginning, there was nothing. Everything began with the birth of Orsa, mother of all. She created our world, the land of Orstera.
Oh. Oh.
Traveler Zero.
Yeah. You know, the sad part is I own the collector's editions of both Octopath Travelers. I just haven't started them.
I have the first one. I need to get back to it.
I wish I could see everyone here, laughing and smiling just one more time.
Oh, are we rebuilding? Oh, it's a village builder. Okay, I'm interested now.
It's like, wasn't like the journey of revitalization or something like that, kind of like Tales of Symphonia?
Kinda.
I forget the actual name for it.
Octopath Traveler 0 is available on December 4th, 2025.
Okay, it's a holiday. It's a holiday release. Okay.
Interesting.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they didn't show off like the whatchamacallit. Oh, who does the Dark Souls stuff again?
From Software.
FromSoft. They didn't show off the FromSoft game that they announced for Switch 2. So I think that's what contributed to a lot of disappointment this time around. So yeah,
Can't win them all. Can't get them all perfect.
I mean, I zoned out by the end, so I actually wasn't even paying attention to the last two trailers. So yeah, that pretty much was like a fresh take for me, for the most part.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I didn't see this, so that was same.
But yeah, so
That Traveler game looks fun.
it looks fun, yeah. But again, none of these to me are system sellers. I still don't see a reason to spend what I could just get a Steam Deck.
Yeah, I was gonna say until the inevitable Smash game comes, which is gonna happen. They know that's the only thing that's gonna get people to buy Nintendo Switch 2s. That's a console seller. Until they inevitably make the new Smash Brothers game for Switch 2, nobody's gonna buy it.
All right. Well, there is one thing I do question then. Would you still play Super Smash Bros. Without Sakurai involved?
What else could they do with Smash Bros at this point?
I mean, they've already given us. They already gave us Sora, which was the one thing everybody wanted.
What do you mean everybody wanted? I didn't want that.
Everybody except you, Mr. Fire Emblem times 12 characters.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I was criticizing them for adding too many Fire Emblem characters too. I was okay with them having Lucia
and Corrin and like a bunch of other ones.
To be fair, Robin, I mained Robin. That was one of my favorite characters to play. Okay, I do have to agree they went overboard afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, just a
Yes,
little bit.
they did.
Just a little bit.
But I mean, okay, here's the thing. I recognize that Sora was highly like
He was the #1 most requested character
He was
on the boards.
yes, I
He
know because
was.
he made sense. But as someone who just like I had very little interest, I was hoping they would do something else entirely.
Well,
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
inevitable though that
It-
Sora was going to make it in.
if since Sakurai was saying this was gonna be his last one, most likely, at least what he claimed, he would have had to. I think that it to me anyway, in my mindset would he because originally he asked, from the original, they call it the Smash Dojo website, what was everyone's favorite character, like the one that everybody wanted, and again, the majority of them wanted Sora. So if he didn't, it would feel like an unfulfilled wish, and he would have to make another one if he didn't.
Was
So
Steve from Minecraft requested at all?
I think it was one of the higher up ones.
Oh, God dang it.
It's Minecraft. What did you expect? Everybody loves Minecraft.
Bring Master Chief at least, if that's the case.
I mean, I will say that was one. I know they had there was like a funny fake list roster of characters that everybody wanted. Like the majority of them on that fake list actually came out. But there are still some that are potentially possible to come out, in the future. Possibly.
Honestly, I was half hoping for a Yu-Gi-Oh character, and then we also had items with Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were just alternatives to our Pokeballs.
I mean, it would have been funny. It would have been interesting. Now, fortunately, we did get the Shonen Jump game around the same time that did have Yu-Gi-Oh. So we did get it, just in a different game.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It
wasn't
was
that.
okay.
Yeah, but that was interesting. So at least we got him in something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's our time. It was a lot of fun. Again, Nintendo, nothing you've shown me thus far has made me want to buy a Switch 2.
Yeah,
Remember what I said last time? Give me F-Zero.
Oh yeah, that would
release
be really
an
fun,
F-Zero game. I will buy a Switch 2. In fact, I will hunt down an F-Zero special edition of a Switch 2 if you have that available. You have my word. Give us an F-Zero game. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was gonna say too, like I said, I just feel like without something major like that, like everybody, no matter what, like something universal, like that people would get Nintendo for specifically, like a game that everybody loved, that's like something like that's only Nintendo. Like until something like that comes, like I said, like a Smash Brothers or something like that, it's just people will always just say, why shouldn't I just get the Switch, or why should I just get a Steam Deck instead?
Yeah, or
and it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true. Like until they have something like that, like there's really no specific point to getting a Switch 2. Just even I have to say it. Like I said, I got it because I just, wanted to get ahead of the curve, but I also said to myself, I believe eventually they're going to realize that, and they're going to have to make a Smash Brothers like game. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
if they want to be able to sell it.
And with a couple of games requiring me to pay extra for an enhanced, for an upgrade, no thanks. I'm just going to stick with what I got. All right, then.
I will pay $80 for a Smash Brothers game.
Do not say that. We are not accepting $80. We are not encouraging this.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage it either, but like,
No,
I mean,
do
at
not
this
say
point-
that. Nintendo did not listen to this man. He will not pay $80, and neither will I.
Yeah, but a lot of these other ones, no. Look, like I said, I'm not paying $80 for Donkey Kong.
Well, it's 70.
It's not enough. 70. Still, I'm sorry.
It was listed for 63 by accident on Amazon. Anyway, that's our time. It was great. Nintendo, Sega, go to the corner. You did bad things these last couple weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna get a smack on the bottom. Please do better. Please do better.
Meanwhile, Square Enix, what are you guys doing? Why is everything on like the low key for you? And
Crystal Chronicles remake, guys, make it happen.
Yep, and of course, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Don't mess it up. It looks promising. I love it. And Gradius collection coming up. I'm super excited.
Good times coming. Good times are coming.
And that is the end. Take care.
Laters, guys.
You and your nightmares.
We